The NFL canceled the final week of 49ers OTAs and fined the team $100,000 and fined Kyle Shanahan $50,000 for breaking some rules. This comes after the Niners were penalized in rookie minicamp for breaking some rules. So they've broken rules twice this offseason, and now they've been fined. And that last week of OTAs where Kyle Shanahan said he just kind of felt like the team didn't need any more work. Well, yeah, it's because the NFL canceled it. What do you think of what just happened?
Well, let me ask you a question. Who's widely considered the best coach in the NFL?
Bill Belichick.
How's he doing with rules?
I haven't heard that he's broken any like these. Now, I mean, he had some big ones, the spy game.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, in his career,
Yeah.
he kind of looks the other way with rules. I think in coaching, I know I'm on my level and on the next level in college because I do have some connections there. I mean, it's not uncommon for coaches to break rules, and for the most part, you don't hear about it because there's this unwritten rule where like we all know about it, but no other coach ever rats on, like, you don't tell on it. Like we look at it and we're like, why? Like, I wish I could do that, but nobody ever tells on it. It's like if you're blatant enough and then get caught, which I think at this point, as I recall, Kyle got caught because they put the video out, right?
Yes.
Yeah, they did it, right? So that was really negligence on their part. And to be honest, I'm sure they probably go a little bit beyond the rules in camps, like in those OTs, probably a little bit like all around. It's just a matter of like, are you putting your own videos out? Are you going to be that negligent to get caught? And then the other part of it to me, like, which made it bad, was relevant to what was going on with the injuries. They just got, prior to that, what happened, they had 2 injuries. And then you get hit, and then you get caught with violating was it camp guidelines for being essentially too physical in camp?
Yes.
Which made it look really bad. And then he lied, right? Which was
right.
He's like, yeah, I just wanted to give him a break. And, if we'll let him go home. No, the NFL said shut it down.
Exactly.
So I'm not giving Kyle an out, but I don't. It's not uncommon for coaches to go beyond the rules, and look at Bill Belichick. Does it all the time.
Okay, but let me just make a distinction real quick. It seems to me that Bill Belichick he's a known cheater, but the ways that he cheats are like, he's like going off the top rope. I mean, he's really inventing ways to cheat, right?
Yeah.
Like very high. And I'm not excusing, it's terrible. But this, I mean, I'm not saying he's cheating. It's not even that he's cheating. Like, what advantage did you get? I'm not saying he's cheating. It's just, to me, you don't have to be smart to follow these particular rules. And Kyle Shanahan is very, very smart. I'm not saying that he's dumb. It just seems to me that he's careless. That's what's happening. Do I think that he came into the offseason, he's like, you know what? We're going to push the envelope and we're going to get fined. And I don't care. I'm trying to set a tone. I don't think so. Maybe some coaches are like that. Some coaches come in like willingly trying to cut corners. I just think that Kyle Shanahan can be careless.
Yeah, I mean, it could also be that the DB coach decided to go there, and that Kyle didn't know about it until after, which still falls up because it's still, everything filters up. It's still Kyle's responsibility. So it could also be that too, where the DB coach had them doing that, and then the DB coach was unaware, or the DB coach was careless, and then it filters up to Kyle being careless because that's on you, because you need to make sure your coaches understand what they can and can't do. But it wouldn't surprise me either that behind closed doors maybe he chewed their secondary coach out, like, what are you doing now? But
exactly, it could be. It just seems like it should be very easy to follow these rules. You could hire someone, give them like $100,000 a year to make sure that these rules are followed, because there's really no percentage in breaking them.
No, it is easy, but it's, your coaches always want to coach and always want to coach. We always want to coach more. So like when we're given opportunity, like, all right, so this was it was Diamador Lenore, right? So
yeah.
So basically, this coach got his hands on a new tool, right? And when when coaches get new tools, rookies. Like we get excited, like, oh, I want to let me see. It's like getting a new car, right? Like, oh, let me see what you can do. Like you get your new car the first weekend, and
Yeah.
I don't know, you're following the speed limit, right? So you want to see what he can do, right? Oh man, he's Diamador is pretty physical on tape. Let me see let me see what he can do right here. Let me see.
That's fair. I just feel like Kyle, man. Here's one thing I want to say. If I were Jed York, I would make Kyle pay the whole $150K.
It's not. I'm saying it's common, but I'm not saying it's an excuse either. Like,
yeah,
you get caught, you got to own up, and you got to own up to it. I mean,
if I were Kyle, I would offer to pay the $150K. Be like, Jed, man, this is on me. I should know better. I don't know what happened. I mean, it just got away from me. It's definitely not something I would ever let happen again. Let me pay for this. Don't worry about it, baby. That's on me. That's what I would do.
From my perspective, even being coach, I looked on it as because the timing of it and what happened with the injuries, it just doesn't look good when you're having players get injured in the off season, and then you have a violation for training camp violation for procedures, and then it makes you think, well, if they violated that, what are they doing something different that they shouldn't be doing that's maybe causing these guys to get injured?
Sorry if I look like I'm distracted. I was just looking up the NFL's official offseason schedule just to make sure, because I put out that basically this means that Kyle Shanahan lied, because we asked him about first. Here's the timeline: school and Devarius Moore go down on the same practice. Kyle Shanahan seemingly shuts down the rest of the spring practice.
Right.
We asked him why, and he's like, "Well, we've done everything we want to done, and this we want to do, and this was a downer, so we just let him go." He didn't say anything about the NFL canceling practices. Now we learned that the NFL canceled the practice. It wasn't just like a thought he had. And so I was like, does this mean Kyle lied about something he really shouldn't have lied about? And Eric Crocker, who I respect, who played in the NFL, was like, no. Like, there's a week of OTAs after minicamp that's what they're talking about. And I just went on the NFL offseason workout program and looked like there's no official OTAs after minicamp. You might be able to work with some young players, but it's not called OTAs. The final week of OTAs is before minicamp. I was showing that to Eric Crocker on Twitter. He read it and was like, yeah, based on this, Kyle Shanahan for sure lied. So it's looking like Kyle Shanahan made it seem like he canceled practices when really the NFL canceled practices. Just a silly bad look.
I got to be honest with you. Yeah, I got to be honest with you. Even prior to this, knowing this information, I kind of thought Kyle Shanahan was lying when he said that. I thought it was pretty obvious that the NFL canceled it on them.
I thought maybe Jed canceled it on him. I was like, there's no way Kyle did this on his own. Maybe Jed was mad because the guys got hurt. No, the NFL was like, whoa, what is going on in Santa Clara?
And is Kyle turning a new leaf, right? Because normally he's pretty forthcoming with things, right? But yeah. I guess maybe in this instance, because if he didn't lie, he would have to take blame. So he's like, no, I just wanted.
I plead the fifth.
Yeah, but I mean, he should have just been honest and be like, listen, we got fined, and would have been he's going to take more heat now from everybody for lying.
Yeah. It just seems like it's one thing to be careless and break a rule. He's not the only one. Mike McCarthy did it. Urban Meyer did it. It happens every year. So it's one thing to break a rule that really shouldn't be broken, but it's other thing to be like, I mean, they put out a good PR statement today saying they take player health and league rules seriously, but that's the PR director. What Kyle said was basically, nothing bad happened. I didn't do anything wrong. I was going to do this anyway. Basically, that's what he said. I was going to cancel anyway. It doesn't matter. It just worked out. Isn't that what kids like? That's fine. Like when you get thrown out of class, that's fine. I want to leave it. I wanted to go home anyway. I didn't want to be here. I hate this class.
Yeah.
I
meant to do that.
I meant to do that. I love Kyle for doing that stuff. He's like the richest man in the world who posts stuff like that. Kyle Sullivan says, why does Kyle constantly lie to the press? He's horrible at it, and it makes him look like a poor, reckless leader. I think that's a good point, Kyle. You're not a good liar. We all see it coming. You pride yourself on your honesty. Stick to that. I told him earlier to lie about Jimmy Garoppolo and to lie about, at least your intentions for the team and say you think you're going to win the Super Bowl. That's when you lie, to be motivational, not like this to get out of something bad.
Yeah. I forgot who did an analysis of remember when John and Kyle were talking about the upcoming pick in the draft, and people are analyzing body language, and they were saying that Kyle is the better liar because Lynch was like fiddling.
Oh yeah, Lynch is terrible too, man. He starts going like this. He's like, oh, I gotta say something. Yeah. And when he said last night that he thinks the Niners are better than they were in 2019, he started doing a little fidgeting too. But I still felt like you have to say that.
Yeah,
but man, it's a polo hat. I like that. Okay, Double B Studio says rules are made to be broken. Sure, if you don't get caught, but I did. But Kyle does lie a lot. Hey man, look, Kyle, look what your fans are saying, man. I think it's not that I'm being hard on you; it's that your fans are starting to, read your playbook. You gotta have some new plays in there, man. You're getting a little predictable. They're tendencying you. You're getting tendencied. Can't believe he said he canceled practice on his own.
I wonder what Salah's text to Kyle was.
Like, what? How did you get this wrong? Like,